Now, you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWine Radio. iWine Radio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine on the web at iWineRadio.com. Hey guys, I thank you for listening to iWine Radio, and we are still the only wine channel on iTunes Radio. If you go look under iTunes Radio icon and scroll down to News and Talk Directory, and it's listed alphabetically, click on that and the stream comes up immediately. iWineRadio.com, where you can find links to individual guests. And if anyone's interested in advertising or becoming an underwriter or sponsor, please contact us at iWineRadio.com. We really, really appreciate your support. The more support we get, the more conversations I can have with fascinating people around the world, including you. If you have a story to tell that you'd like to share on iWine Radio, go to iWineRadio.com and contact us, and we'll go from there.
I'm Robert Imeson from the Playboy Wine Club, where we have amazing wines and spectacular for yourself or as gifts. You can learn a lot more by going to www.playboywineclub.com.
Welcome to Wine and Dine Radio. I'm Lynn Creelo-Chamberlain.
Hi there, this is Andreas Larsson.
Hi, this is John Capon.
My name is Madhur Jaffrey.
Hi, my name is Heike Platte. I'm from the Alto Adige region, or Südtirol.
Hi, my name is Paul Dolan. I am absolutely passionate about growing organic and biodynamic fruit for our wines.
Hello, my name is Lorena Garcia.
Hello, my name is Fritz Maytag.
This is Joyce Locke. I'm the author of Foodie Fight.
Hi, this is Lydia Mandave, founder of 29 Cosmetics.
Cheers, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect.
Well, I had to do my homework, but you are the beneficiaries today of a conversation to learn all about the Playboy Wine Club. I was exercising a while back, and it was when I was reading a magazine on the stationary bicycle, and I don't remember if it was Time or Newsweek. It was one of the national publications, and it had a short column on the introduction of the Playboy Wine Club, and I said to myself, my gosh, I have to find out how people can order the Gentlemen Prefer Blondes or the Blind Date makeup of wine from Playboy Wine Club. So joining us today on Wine and Dine, I'm so excited to make his acquaintance, is Robert Imeson, who is in charge of Playboy Wine Club. And Robert, thank you so very much for joining us today on Wine and Dine.
I'm delighted.
Now, it occurs to me that this is not only something that people can be involved in their own on a regular basis, but my gosh, what a great idea for a gift for somebody, you know, somebody who has somebody who has everything, or somebody who is just a huge diehard fan of everything Playboy.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun in that regard, and it really does add another dimension to it. The opportunity to make it a gift, and it's a fun, playful kind of a thing. It's just another dimension, which is great.
So talk to us, if you would, please. Explain to us the whole concept about this. And the website is playboywineclub.com. And people can search things by price, by grape variety, by style. And there are several different packages available.
Right. I mean, the concept, first and foremost, is we kind of have this living beyond the rules kind of mentality where everybody knows there's great wines in Burgundy and great wines in Bordeaux and great wines in Napa, and we certainly participate in that and agree with that. But there are also some amazing wines from regions people have never never heard of, or if they have heard of them, they're not real familiar with them. And those are sometimes where really the best bargains are. So, the best bang for the buck, which I think everybody's interested in this current economic climate. So, one of the things we're doing is trying to expand horizons in terms of what the wine industry is all about, and on a worldwide basis. And at the same time, we're having a lot of fun with it. So, we have wines from Walla Walla, Washington, which is not, the best known area on the planet, but is one of the most amazing. And that's, there are a lot of other regions like that we can tell stories about for a long time. So it's really about the opportunity to learn and know more.
So I'm going to, if you don't mind, because I want to give people, while they're listening in their car or in their office or whatever, some teasers, so to speak, so then they can go to second base with this. So I already mentioned from this article this package called Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and the Playboy Blind Date. So can you talk to us about those two packages?
Yeah, the Gentlemen Prefer Blondes is basically white wines. Another term, white. And in that particular pack, we have some white wines from around the world, from South Africa, for example, which is phenomenal growing region around Stellenbosch, also from Chile, also from California. So they're not just regions that you may never have heard of. But it gives people the beautiful thing about that case is it gives people a chance to sample some wines that they would otherwise never have tried. Most people don't think very highly of the Chenin Blanc grape, for example, but the Chenin Blanc grape in South Africa is phenomenal. It's to me it's I don't want to overstate it, but it's right up there with white Burgundy. It's just a beautiful makes a beautiful wine, but nowhere else in the world do you see that. So, it's the idea is you're exploring, but you're also, it's a little tongue in cheek. You're also having, we're also having fun with it. And the blind date is the same thing. The blind date's kind of just a play on, everybody has a story about a blind date, and they're not necessarily good ones. This is one where we say, we guarantee that you're going to enjoy it because of the nature of one of the things that we at Playboy Wine Club we take seriously is this concept that you're never going to pay for a wine that doesn't meet your expectations. Wine's really subjective, obviously, and we may love it, but not everybody's going to feel the same way. So we want to make sure that they're putting money out for something that they've probably never heard of before. We want to make sure they're comfortable doing that, and so that's an important component of the entire program. So they can go on this blind date and know that it's going to be a happy ending. In the sense that they're going to like the wine or they're not going to pay for it. So.
How did you guys come up with the names for these different packages? It's a little bit of wine and some late nights and a lot of conversation. A lot of people, people are very willing to to participate in that part of the process. Everybody thinks they're a marketer, and some non-marketers are pretty good at it. So they came from all corners of our own operation. A blind date actually came from our operations manager, which is the last place I would have expected it to come from. But it's been great. Oh, so every time you look at him, you think about that. No,
I don't know about that, but.
Okay, now let me also say that there's a package called Steak Wines, a package called Variety is the Spice of Life, and that kills me because some people, they like a different partner every weekend or whatever.
Exactly.
And then we have this Nothing is Sexier Than Champagne. I could not agree more. Sexy, spicy, Spanish reds, etc., etc. So can they buy this? Is this like is the concept where they could buy something that would be delivered every 3 months or every 6 months or once a month, or you pick and choose a package? How do people put this together?
You can do a lot of different things, and that's the idea is basically that you're in control. One of the programs called the Playboy Wine Encounter is the quarterly where you get a case of wine delivered to you every quarter. that could be a long time for some people. So you can do other things in the interim if you want to. But the case of wine each quarter, you get notified before the next shipment. And what the wines are, so you can have the opportunity to skip, cancel, do whatever you want. There's the idea is that you're in complete control of that program, but there's some great benefits to it. That's one option, so you know you're going to get that. But also, you can go in and get wines right out of the store individually and make your own pack if you want.
Okay.
Or order single bottles, or you can get these programs like we were talking about with the Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and the various packs. The mixed pack is basically red and whites together. So it's we've done this. Some like blondes, some like reds, some like both. So that's kind of the way that goes. So. Okay, if people when they order a case of wine or whatever, they're not getting a subscription to the magazine. They don't get a complimentary copy of the magazine. It's a totally separate deal. This is just the Playboy Wine Club. Right. This is just the Playboy Wine Club. It's totally separate. It's part. We work very closely with the other aspects of the other assets of Playboy. For example, one of the programs that we're doing, which we're announcing. I'm actually telling it to you a little bit before we're announcing it, but it gets announced in the December issue of Playboy. Okay. But it's a trip to the mansion to drink champagne, which happens to be one of the champagnes from the club at on New Year's. So where it's a sweepstakes opportunity. So there's all kinds of fun things like that are associated with the program. The main thing that's really important is we're not just pushing wine down somebody's throat. You get what you want when you want it, if you want it, and there's a lot of alternatives in that regard as well. So. It's great. It's fun, and that's really what it's designed to be. It's not designed to be. The wines themselves are really the goal is that they're very high quality for whatever the price is. And if the price is $150, then we'd like to think they're worth $250 or $300. If the price is $10, we'd like to think it's worth $25 or $30. And that's the way we approach the whole program, so that it's fun, but it's not too mysterious and too snobby, obviously. But it's wine is what it should be. It's a great beverage. So I highlighted, and I'm trying to find that page here. The Playboy Wine Club has been established to provide you with a unique experience to join wine as part of your lifestyle. So this is very much a lifestyle statement. Absolutely. We think wine, when it's consumed the way it should be consumed, is really part of a lifestyle, and it's a fun part. It's an additive part. There's no reason for it to be anything other than that. Well, this has been really cool. I thank you so very much for joining us today on Wine and Dine. Playboy Wine Club. This is, it's a total logical connection that Playboy would be doing this. It makes total sense. We think so. They think so. We're having a lot of fun with it. Robert Imeson, in charge of the Playboy Wine Club. Thank you so very much for joining us today on Wine and Dine. My pleasure. We will have links up for you to learn more. And I thank you for listening. Now you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWine Radio. iWine Radio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine on the web at iWineRadio.com. Hey guys, I thank you for listening to iWine Radio, and we are still the only wine channel on iTunes Radio. If you go look under iTunes radio icon and scroll down to news and talk directory, and it's listed alphabetically, click on that and the stream comes up immediately. iWineRadio.com, where you can find links to individual guests. And if anyone's interested in advertising or becoming an underwriter or sponsor, please contact us at iWineRadio.com. We really, really appreciate your support. The more support we get, the more conversations I can have with fascinating people around the world,
including you. If you have a story to tell that you'd like to share on iWine Radio, go to iWineRadio.com and contact us, and we'll go from there.